If you're using AI in your job search and you're still getting ghosted, it's not because AI doesn't work. It's because most people are using AI at the wrong level. In 2026, recruiters can spot sloppy generic AI instantly, which means if AI is just helping you move faster instead of also thinking smarter, it's probably pushing your application straight into the no pile. That's why today I'm walking you through the 26 AI prompts that stop you from applying blind in 2026. The exact prompts I use to help job seekers use AI strategically, think like a recruiter, and surface what actually matters. You don't need more AI, you need better prompts used the right way to score interviews. And that's exactly what this video is here to give you. I also share my full AI prompt system inside my AI playbook, which is linked below, but this video alone will completely change the way you use AI. Hi, I'm Kate Kirshner, career strategist and your career bestie and wing woman. Let's get into it. Before we start, I need to set one important ground rule because this is where most people go wrong. Every prompt you're about to hear assumes three things. One, that you are pasting the actual job description you're applying to into your AI tool. You're also pasting your real accomplishments and experience, and you're not asking AI to invent anything for you. If AI doesn't know the job and it doesn't know you, it will absolutely sell you out fast. I organize these prompts into four clear buckets: decoding the role, positioning yourself as a solution, optimizing for how your materials are actually read, and stress testing everything before you even apply. You do not need to use 26 prompts every time. In fact, trying to do that will simply overwhelm you. The goal is to use the right prompts at the right moments. And just to be clear, when I say these prompts out loud, I'm not being conceptual. This is the exact language I want you to copy and paste into your AI tool. Let's start with decoding the role. These prompts are designed to help you understand what the job is really asking for, not just what's written on the page. You'll start by prompting AI to think like the recruiter hiring for the role and asking what problems the role is designed to solve in the first 6 to 12 months. From there, you'll ask, what would make a candidate feel immediately credible at a glance? And what skills or experiences are implied but not explicitly stated in the job description? If you keep feeling qualified but overlooked, this is where things get eye-opening. You'll ask, what would cause a recruiter to pass on an otherwise strong candidate? What separates a good candidate from a great one? Which requirements are truly non-negotiable versus trainable? And what a hiring manager would complain about 6 months from now if the role were filled poorly? If you only use one category of prompts, start here. This is where clarity begins. Next, we move into positioning yourself as a solution. This is where my favorite tip comes in. Talk to AI just like you're bragging to your bestie. Use voice to text. You want to overshare, include metrics, wins, impacts, anything you're proud of, and do not hold back. I'll walk these through conversationally, but every question I'm about to say is meant to be copied directly into your AI tool. You'll ask AI which of your accomplishments most directly solve the problems the role is trying to solve. Which 3 accomplishments are going to matter most to a hiring manager under time pressure? This next prompt is especially powerful if you tend to cram everything in like me. If you could only highlight 3 things to prove you can do this job, what should they be and why? From there, you'll ask what objections a recruiter might have about my background and how can I proactively address them? Which experiences should appear in the top quarter of my resume? Which accomplishments demonstrate ownership rather than participation? What metrics would increase trust in my candidacy? And what part of my background is undervalued and needs clear framing? This is how you stop sounding busy and start sounding intentional. Next, we optimize for how your materials are actually read. Recruiters do not read resumes line by line, and these prompts help you see your resume the way they do. Once your resume is drafted, you'll ask AI to review it, as if it's skimming quickly and tell you what stands out immediately, what feels buried that should be surfaced earlier, and which bullet points read like job duties instead of proof of impact. This next one is uncomfortable but necessary. You'll ask what information weakens your positioning and should be removed entirely. Then you'll ask how your bullet points should be reordered for maximum relevance and impact, and whether your professional summary clearly explains why you belong in that interview pile. Finally, we stress test everything before you apply. These prompts are for people who want to catch issues before a recruiter ever sees them. You'll ask, what would a skeptical recruiter question? What would make me feel like a risky versus a safe candidate? What's missing that would make my application an obvious yes? Does any part of this sound generic or AI generated? And what single change would most increase my chances of getting an interview? If you do nothing else, run this section once before you hit submit. Here's the truth. AI isn't here to replace you, but it will expose weak positioning fast. When you use prompts like these, you stop asking AI to write for you and start using it to think with you. That's when AI actually becomes an advantage instead of a liability. I share my full AI prompt system inside my AI playbook linked below if you want to go deeper. And if this helps, make sure you like, subscribe, and stick around because we're not applying blind in 2026.